Journey through the misty forest in the southern border. Deep in the dense forest of the southern border, ancient towering trees block out all the sunlight, and faint purple miasma floats slowly among the branches. The humid air wraps around the cool freshness of plants and trees, and the whole forest is so quiet that only the soft sound of water droplets falling from leaf tips can be heard. Occasionally, a few distant bird chirps come, making the forest even more profound and tranquil. Wei Wei walks slowly at the front, her plain white sleeves fluttering gently with the wind, her steps light as if treading on clouds. A wisp of clear and gentle white light condenses at her fingertips. Every time she brushes past the overgrown branches and leaves around her, the miasma lingering on them quietly dissipates. Unhurriedly, showing her gentle and immortal demeanor, she turns back to look at the two people behind her, speaking in a calm and indifferent tone. Just like an ordinary chat during a journey, the forest is deep and foggy here, and the rotten leaves underfoot are wet and slippery. Let's walk slowly and pay more attention to the Emperor Jiang walks beside her, dressed in a quiet black robe, with a calm demeanor around him. His gaze sweeps across the four directions calmly, his expression gentle and unhurried. The strange movement I sensed earlier is not far ahead in this forest. The aura here is chaotic, as if the depressed thoughts that have been sleeping for a long time have been quietly stirred. Zhu Rong, dressed in fiery red clothes, walks on the other side. His usual straightforward temperament has restrained the fierce fire around him at this moment, only leaving a warm firelight in his palm to quietly illuminate the narrow road under his feet. He looks at the familiar yet unfamiliar scenery around him, with an indelible trance between his brows, and says softly, "This place looks familiar to me. My heart feels heavy, but I can't remember the reason from the past." The three speak lightly, move at a calm pace, and walk forward slowly, without any eagerness to hurry. Suddenly, the ground under their feet trembles slightly, and a dull sound comes from underground. In an instant, several pitch-black and sticky vines burst out of the soil. The vines are covered with fine, sharp thorns, wrapped in thick black and violent hostility, dancing wildly without any rules, and winding straight towards the three. This is not a calculated attack, but more like a manic restlessness, trapped for a long time and lost in mind, full of hostility but no reason at all. Emperor Jiang slightly shifts his body, waves his hand gently, and a soft yet thick golden light slowly spreads out, steadily blocking the impact of the black vines. He does not take the initiative to suppress or hurt, and his tone remains calm. If you are trapped in depression, you don't have to be so manic. We have no intention of harming you. The attack of the black vines becomes more fierce. Amid the surging hostility, several blurry shadows slowly emerge from the dark, with rickety figures and hollow eye sockets, completely trapped by obsession and hostility, only rushing blindly, showing extreme madness. Seeing this, the firelight in Zhu Rong's palm lights up slightly, turning into a soft fire net, gently encircling the incoming black vines, only stopping them from hurting people, but never harming the bodies of the shadows. He says loudly, "You have been trapped here for too long, so you lose your heart. If you are willing to calm down, we will help you relieve the depression around you." Wei Wei steps forward slowly, moves her fingertips lightly, and the gentle white light suddenly stretches, wrapping around the black vines like silk threads. The gentle spiritual energy slowly penetrates, calming the restless hostility on the vines little by little. Her movements are gentle but firm, just like softness containing strength, with a steady power not inferior to sword energy. Her voice is soft and stable, touching every heart. All things have their own destinations. Obsession clinging to the heart will only hurt yourself in the end. The three of them act with restraint, not fighting for victory or showing off their edge, only focused on calming the chaos and resolving hostility. The shadows are manic for a moment, and the hostility around them becomes more surging, rushing wildly like self-destruction. Seeing this, Emperor Jiang flicks his fingertips gently, and a wisp of clear spiritual energy goes straight into the shadows' hearts, only to shake away their obsessions. Zhu Rong then retracts the fire into warm light, slowly protecting preventing the hostility from spreading. Wei Wei concentrates, spreads all her gentle spiritual energy, and continuously dissolves the dark depression that has wrapped the shadows for a long time. After a moment, the wild black vines gradually wither and fall silent. The thick black hostility on the shadows slowly dissipates. A moment of clarity appears in their hollow eye sockets. Their wild movements slowly stop, and finally turn into little bits of faint light, gently melting into the forest dust, no longer restless at all. The forest returns to peace. Most of the lingering miasma fades away, and sunlight shines through the gaps between branches and leaves onto the ground, adding a bit of warmth. Wei Wei looks at the place where the faint light dissipates, and sighs softly. They are not evil by nature, but trapped by obsession for too long and lost their clarity. Emperor Jiang nods slightly, then turns his gaze to the deeper part of the forest, his expression slightly dignified. What we resolved just now is only the obsession in the shallow part of the forest. Deeper in this forest, there is a heavier aura dormant, and the real secrets are still ahead. Zhu Rong touches his chest. The inexplicable heaviness not only does not dissipate, but becomes more clear. He suddenly speaks in a low voice, with a trace of confusion and certainty. This aura, I seem to have seen it once in a very, very distant memory. As soon as his voice falls, in the deepest dark of the forest, a wisp of extremely faint and ancient dark mist floats quietly, hiding behind the shadow of the towering ancient trees, not showing up, but with an aura that has been silent for thousands of years, quietly watching the backs of the three silent but hidden unknown waves. Emperor Jiang's eyes condense slightly, and gently reminds the two beside him. The road ahead seems calm, but it hides unsolved pasts. We need to pay more attention. Wei Wei slowly raises her eyes, looks at the deep and endless forest, puts away the spiritual energy at her fingertips gently, her voice calm but firm. Since we are here, we will move forward step by step. Those sleeping thoughts and secrets will always be solved slowly. The three stand side by side, then step forward again, walking slowly towards the depth of the forest. Their steps are still calm, their hearts are still peaceful, but on the road ahead, a fate and twists related to Zhu Rong's life, experience, and the thousand-year secrets of the forest are waiting for them quietly, to be slowly revealed in the next journey.